Some say he's Spain's golden boy. Others say he's Barcelona's next legend. But one thing's clear. Lamine Yamal has changed football before he even turned 18.
I don't think I've seen anything like it since Messi.
He's a chosen one.
Yeah.
He's a chosen one after Messi.
I think he's the best player in the world, to be honest.
The 17-year-old, I think he's doing things that no other 17-year-old's ever done in football. I think at the moment, I don't know if there's anyone more exciting to go to the stadium and watch right now.
The best player in the world right now is Lamine Yamal.
He's broken all the records in terms of like youngest to play in La Liga, youngest to score, youngest to assist, youngest to play for Barca. Like, it's just crazy what he's done. He's broken all those records. He's the youngest. Lamine Yamal, aka the youngest.
Today, I'm going to reveal exactly how you can master his game-changing techniques that are making defenders look like training cones. But here's the thing that'll shock you. Yamal's most devastating weapon isn't what you think it is. Everyone talks about his pace, but the real secret? It's actually happening in the first 0.3 seconds of every touch. Stay tuned, because I'm about to break down the exact science behind why this teenager is already being called the next Messi. Right, let's dive straight into the madness. When Yamal gets the ball, something extraordinary happens. His body position shifts into what I call the phantom stance. And once you understand this, you'll never look at wing play the same way again. Picture this: Spain versus France, Euro 2024 semifinal. 67th minute. Yamal receives the ball 25 meters from goal. Now, watch this closely because what happens next is pure genius. Before the ball even reaches his feet, Yamal has already scanned the pitch 3 times. Not once, not twice. 3 full scans in 2.4 seconds. That's faster than most players can even process what's happening. But here's where it gets mental. His first touch isn't just a touch. It's a psychological weapon. Every single time Yamal receives the ball, he uses what I call the direction deception touch. His body faces one way, his first touch goes another, and his eyes are looking somewhere completely different. Defenders don't just get confused, they get paralyzed. You want to know how to master this? Here's the exact drill that'll transform your game. Set up 5 cones in a zigzag pattern, each 3 meters apart. Now, as you approach each cone, practice receiving the ball with your back foot whilst your front foot points toward where you don't want to go. Sound confusing? Good, that's the point. The magic happens when you combine this with Yamal's second secret weapon. His body feints are happening in layers. When most players fake, they use their shoulders. Yamal uses his entire torso, then his hips, then his feet, but not at the same time. There's a 0.2 second gap between each movement, and that tiny delay is what makes defenders commit to the wrong direction every single time. But wait, it gets even better. Yamal's dribbling isn't random. It follows a pattern that's absolutely mental when you understand it. He never makes the same move twice in a row, but he does follow what I call the rule of 3. Watch any of his matches and you'll see it. Fake left, go right, then immediately change pace. Fake right, go left, then drop the shoulder the opposite way. It's like he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Now, here's something that'll blow your mind. Yamal's average sprint speed is 29.4 kilometers per hour. That's quick, but it's not world-class quick. Mbappe hits 38 kilometers per hour. So why does Yamal seem faster? Because he's mastered something that 99% of players never learn: acceleration zones. Instead of reaching top speed and maintaining it, Yamal accelerates in bursts. He'll sprint for 1.5 seconds, slow down for 0.8 seconds, then explode again. This creates an optical illusion that makes him appear faster than he actually is, and more importantly, it absolutely destroys defenders' timing. You can practice this right now. Sprint for 10 meters at 80% pace, then immediately slow to 60% for 5 meters, then explode to 95% for another 10 meters. Do this for 15 minutes, 3 times a week, and within a month, you'll be leaving defenders wondering what just happened. But here's the secret that coaches don't want you to know. Yamal's positioning is completely different from traditional wingers. Most wide players hug the touchline. Yamal starts wide, then drifts into what I call the sweet zone. That magical space between the fullback and center back, roughly 18 to 22 meters from goal. In this zone, he becomes unmarkable. The fullback can't follow him without leaving space behind. The center back can't close him down without opening gaps in the middle. And the midfielder? He's already 2 steps behind because Yamal's movement is happening faster than they can process. This is where his vision becomes absolutely ridiculous. From the sweet zone, Yamal can see everything: the goalkeeper's position, the runs of his teammates, the gaps in the defense. And his passing accuracy from this area, 94.7%. That's not just good, that's world-class precision under pressure. Now, let's talk about something that'll change how you think about crossing forever. Yamal doesn't cross the ball, he places it. Traditional crosses are hit with power, hoping someone gets on the end. Yamal's crosses are surgical strikes. He aims for a 2-meter square area, roughly 6 meters from goal, and hits it 78% of the time. The technique is all in the follow-through. Instead of wrapping his foot around the ball like most players, Yamal keeps his foot straight and uses his ankle to create the curve. This gives him pinpoint accuracy whilst maintaining enough pace to beat the goalkeeper. Practice this against a wall. Aim for a target 20 centimeters wide from 15 meters away. When you can hit it 8 out of 10 times, you're ready to take it to the pitch. But here's what makes Yamal absolutely unstoppable: his decision-making speed. The average professional footballer takes 0.7 seconds to decide what to do with the ball. Yamal? 0.4 seconds. That 0.3 second difference might not sound like much, but at professional level, it's the difference between genius and average. How's he do it? Pre-scanning. Before the ball reaches him, Yamal has already identified 3 options: where he'll go if the defender stays put, where he'll go if they close him down, and where he'll pass if he gets into trouble. By the time the ball touches his foot, his brain has already chosen the best option. You can train this mental speed through shadow practice. Set up scenarios in your garden or local pitch. Imagine different defensive situations and practice your responses without a ball. Your brain will start making these calculations automatically. And when you add the ball back in, your decision-making will be lightning fast. Now here's something that'll absolutely shock you about Yamal's shooting technique. Everyone thinks he's a curl specialist, but watch closely. 67% of his goals come from straight shots with minimal curve. The secret? It's all about disguise and timing. Yamal makes every shot look like a cross, and every cross look like a shot. His body position is identical for both actions until the very last moment. Goalkeepers literally can't tell what's coming until the ball has already left his foot. That split second of confusion is all he needs. The technique involves keeping your plant foot in the same position whether you're shooting or crossing, then using your hips to determine direction at the last possible moment. Practice this by setting up 2 targets, one in the far corner of the goal, one for a cross to the back post. Approach the ball the same way every time, then decide which target to hit only when your foot is about to strike the ball. But wait, there's more to his genius. Yamal's work rate is absolutely mental. He covers an average of 11.3 kilometers per match. That's more than most central midfielders. But it's not mindless running. Every sprint, every movement has a purpose. When Barcelona don't have the ball, Yamal doesn't just track back. He creates pressing traps. He'll position himself to cut off one passing lane whilst forcing the opposition into areas where his teammates are waiting. It's defensive work that creates attacking opportunities, and it's brilliant. The fitness required for this style of play is intense. You need explosive power for the sprints, endurance for the distance, and recovery speed to do it repeatedly for 90 minutes. The training regime is specific: high-intensity interval running with 30-second sprints followed by 90-second recovery periods, repeated for 20 minutes. Now, let's talk about something that separates good players from great ones: Yamal's first touch under pressure. When defenders close him down, most players panic. Not this guy. At Euro 2024, he didn't just score that historic goal. He also registered 3 assists throughout the tournament, proving his ability to create as well as finish. The secret is in his preparation. As soon as Yamal realizes he's about to receive a difficult pass, his body starts adjusting. His feet spread wider for better balance. His knees bend deeper for a lower center of gravity, and his head comes up to maintain vision. By the time the ball arrives, he's perfectly positioned to control it cleanly. You can practice this by having someone throw balls at you from awkward angles whilst a friend applies gentle pressure. Start slow, focus on your body position, then gradually increase the pace and pressure. Within weeks, tight situations will become opportunities instead of problems. Here's something that'll change your entire approach to beating defenders. Yamal doesn't try to beat players with pace or skill alone. He beats them with tempo changes. Watch him closely, and you'll notice he's always shifting gears. Slow, medium, fast, stop, medium, explosive. It's like a mental symphony that sends defenders into meltdown. The psychology is simple but devastating. Defenders have to match your rhythm to stay with you. When you keep changing that rhythm, their brains can't keep up. They either commit too early or react too late, and both mistakes create space for you to exploit. Practice this by dribbling through cones at different speeds. Fast through the first two, slow through the next one, explosive through the fourth. Don't follow a pattern, keep it random. Your brain will learn to shift gears instinctively, and defenders will never know what's coming next. But here's the absolute genius of Yamal's game: his understanding of space and timing. He doesn't just run into space, he creates it. His movement pulls defenders out of position, opening gaps for teammates. His runs aren't just about getting the ball. They're about making the entire team more effective. Watch how he drops deep to receive a pass, drawing the right back forward, then immediately spins and runs into the space he's just created. It's movement with multiple purposes, and it's why Barcelona's attack flows so smoothly when he's playing. The final piece of Yamal's puzzle is his mentality. At 17, he plays with the confidence of a veteran. No moment is too big, no defender too experienced, no stadium too loud. This isn't just natural talent, it's trained fearlessness. How do you develop this? Start by setting yourself challenges that push your comfort zone. Play against older players, attempt skills in important matches, take on defenders even when a simple pass is available. Each small act of bravery builds your confidence for bigger moments. Yamal's story proves that age is just a number when you combine technical excellence with tactical intelligence and mental strength. Every technique I've shown you today can be learned, practiced, and mastered. The only question is, are you ready to put in the work? Remember, becoming the next Yamal isn't about copying everything he does. It's about understanding the principles behind his brilliance and adapting them to your own game. Start with his body positioning, master his decision-making speed, develop his change of pace, and build his fearless mentality. Train smart, play fearlessly, and who knows, maybe next year, someone will be making a video about how to play like you.